Hi, my name is Kaimi Pelekai, and if you're looking at this, it's because somebody you know is excited about what's going on with us and our parent company, BHIP Global. Over the next few minutes, I'd like to share some information with you, and all I ask is that you keep an open mind. I heard a long time ago that our minds are like parachutes, and they only work when they're open. So if you can do me a favor and keep an open mind, I'm sure you'll find this information more informative and much more fun. Can you do that for me? Awesome. Thank you very much. So, as I was saying, my name is Kaimi Pelekai, and I'm born and raised here in Hawaii in a little town called Nanakuli. My father is a retired firefighter. He was a fireman for 37 years, and my mother worked in a restaurant and a hotel. So I come from a very blue-collared background, and myself, I became a fireman about 8 years ago, and I was going down the same path as my dad was. But like a lot of people here in Hawaii, most of us survive on 2 or 3 jobs because it's just tough to make ends meet. So I was always looking for something else to do that could make me more money so I could survive. I heard a long time ago that you're not going to get rich working for somebody else. And most people I know who are very successful, very rich, wealthy, they all own businesses. So I had it in the back of my mind that I wanted to start a business, but I really didn't know how to do it. When I finally decided that that's what I wanted to do, I went out and I looked for some people who could help me. And I met this gentleman named Trevor Crane. And I know this is a lot of information, but it's all going to come back around. Mr. Crane's a very successful gentleman. He spent his life building businesses. He's owned multiple businesses. And he wanted to mentor someone. And I raised my hand and said, I'll be one of your students. So long story short, about 10 years ago, he started me down this path. And he started coaching me and teaching me what I needed to do to start my own business. About 6 years ago, I did that. I started a tour business here in Hawaii. We take tourists out to show them the side of the island that I live on, and they get to swim with the fishes and snorkel and all this kind of stuff. But it was a result of Mr. Crane helping me get it started. Now, why I bring this up is because back in December of 2007, Mr. Crane gave me a call, and he said, Kaimi, you got to look at BHIP Global. You got to check out what it's all about. And because it was Mr. Crane calling me, I didn't hesitate. I got involved right away, and what I get to share with you is exactly what he shared with me. The name of our parent company is BHIP Global. It's based out of Dallas, Texas. The owner of our company is a gentleman named Terry LaCour. Mr. LaCour is a phenomenal businessman. His last company he took from $0 to $900 million in just 7 years. He was able to retire himself and his whole entire family, moved them down to Dallas, Texas, and was basically done. Did not have to work another day in his life. When somebody approached him with the idea for our company, and it got him so excited, he came out of retirement and he went back to work. And basically what they brought him was the idea for this. It's called the BHIP Energy Blend. Now, energy drinks are a huge market. If you don't know about that market, I want you to go to our website, www.freeyourfamily.com. Again, that's www.freeyourfamily.com. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about our product here because most of you watching this have already seen or heard about our product, okay? But if you haven't, go to www.freeyourfamily.com and check it out. You're going to be very impressed with this awesome product can do. And it's actually there's little packets in here about the size of a business card that contain the most amazing powder on the planet. You take that powder, mix it with water, drink it, and it'll change your life. I promise you. That's what's in this box. So anyhow, what Mr. LaCour did was he knew this was an awesome product, and he knew that he needed to bring this to the marketplace because we heard a long time ago, if you want to be successful, find something that everybody needs, nobody else has, and be the first to bring it to the marketplace, and you'll be immensely successful. But how you do that is really, really important. You see, traditionally, most products are made by a manufacturer. Somebody has to make a product, come up with a great idea. And it would be awesome if that's all you needed to do. But what ends up happening, because all of you can relate to this story, how many of you have ever thought of something, like an invention, something really cool? Like the handheld, the potato peeler, you put the potato in and you do this. How many of you thought of something like that? Yeah, we all have good ideas. But if you don't know how to market it to the consumer, a good idea will, basically make you no money. So in traditional marketing, what ends up happening, you have a manufacturer, he creates the product, but then he takes it to this huge body of what we call middlemen. And you got your advertisers, you got your warehousing, you got your distribution centers. What else you got? You got all the costs you have for marketing. You got all this stuff in this middleman. Right here, you got your local distribution centers. You got your regional distribution centers. And then you got your retail store. Oh, don't forget, celebrity endorsements. You got all this stuff that's involved in marketing. And then, then it gets to the retail store, and then what happens is here you are, or here we are as consumers, and we plug into this middleman system, and we found out that every dollar we spend here at the retail store, by the time it goes through all of this and gets back to the manufacturer, only 20% of what we actually spend in every store gets back to the manufacturer. The other 80% gets caught up, guess where? In Tiger Woods' pocket. We all know who Tiger Woods is, don't we? We all know he's wealthy, don't we? Do you know how he got wealthy? I mean, he's a great golfer. He makes a few $1 million from golfing, but most of the money comes from this 80%, because Nike will pay him millions of dollars just to wear their stuff, endorsements. So all the money we spend here, 80% of it ends up in the pockets of somebody in the middle. Only 20% gets back to the manufacturers. What Mr. LaCour is going to do, he's going to allow us to become that middleman. So instead of paying Tiger Woods the 80%, we get to be right in the middle here, you and me, with a big smile on our face. And the product goes straight from the manufacturer through us to the consumer through word of mouth advertising. So that's what we do. We advertise this product through word of mouth. So now this 80% that was going to Tiger Woods can now go straight to your pocket. Could anybody use 80 cents on a dollar coming into your pocket? Or could anybody use saving 80 cents on a dollar on what we spend all the time? Anybody? Absolutely. So this is the system of marketing we're going to use, straight from the manufacturer to the consumer, to people like you and me. And our first product is that all-natural energy drink you heard. So you can get this product two ways. Number one, you can be a consumer and get it from one of our member distributors. Or number two, you can become a member distributor and get it directly from the company and save a lot of money. Put that 80% into your pocket. Everybody follow? Pretty simple, isn't it? Okay, great. Give me a chance to erase the board here.